I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, author, and expert media contributor, and I'm here to share with you my 5 ways on how you could push past your comfort zone. The first and probably the most important, I feel, is to conquer the fear that comes your way, that gets in your way, okay? So think of this, right? Fear is false evidence appearing real. It means you don't have enough information to move forward and you're making assumptions. So too many people allow fear to stop them from taking that first step outside their comfort zone. They just allow the fear of what the potential outcome would be, which is based on assumption. They allow that to stop them and keep them in their comfort zone. For example, they think, okay, if I step out of my comfort zone and let's say apply for the job that I want, maybe I'll get rejected. Or if I'm in sales, maybe I'll be humiliated on the phone or in person. Whatever you're trying to go after, just recognize that it's false evidence appearing real. You conquer that fear and that will help you get out of your comfort zone. A little story about this one is when I made the switch from being an underpaid, non-skilled laborer into a professional salesperson, it changed my life. I made the conscious choice to conquer the fear of doing something new and risky, which it was. What if I, got into that professional sales role and I fail? I'd have to start all over again or go back to what I was doing. So thank God I chose not to stay focused on that fear. I overcame the fear, I pushed myself forward, and I got out of my comfort zone. Second, I would make a change in your daily routine. This could be small things, right? But when you make a change in your daily routine, you are actually allowing yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. And this also helps with feeling burnt out too, okay? Part of having a regular routine is that it makes us feel safe. We feel safe, we feel secure and comfortable, and we're just doing what we gotta do. And I love a routine. I love having things that I do daily. However, I change it up a little bit as well. And as long as your days are planned, right, you won't allow yourself to be stuck in your comfort zone, okay? For example, in the beginning of my sales career, I was prospecting, hitting the pavement, as they say, and I was just doing this daily, right, during the week, and it just got to a point where I was like getting burnt out, and then I was like, I don't know about this, and so I changed up my routine. I changed up when I reached out to potential clients. I changed when I went out versus being in the office and making calls or emails. I decided to mix things up and do things differently. And when I did that, it made it more exciting and it kept me outside of my comfort zone because I was excited. I was like, wow, you know what? I can't wait to do these new things. Yes, it would have been so much easier had I just sat back in my comfort zone and said, I'm just gonna keep on doing this and whatever, right? So changing up your routine will keep you out of your comfort zone. The third thing is make a list of things that make you feel uncomfortable. This is huge because it helps your mind process what exactly is holding you back. So make a list of things that make you feel uncomfortable, get them out on paper, and then address each one individually, right? Whatever it is, just make a list, because when you get it out of your head, you're actually freeing up your mind. It sounds crazy, but you're freeing up your mind because you put it on paper. Same with setting goals, right? You put it on paper and now it's easier for you to focus and address each one. Same thing goes with this list that I think you should make of the items that make you feel uncomfortable. So just realize that that's the most important thing, is just getting those uncomfortable thoughts out of your head and just jot them down on a sheet of paper. The fourth one is increase your skill set. And this is huge because, like I mentioned earlier about conquering your fear, increasing your skill set gives you more information, makes you feel more confident, and therefore you will conquer your fear easier. The best example is I can actually remember and I'm kind of ashamed to actually admit this, but I feel it is pertinent to what we're talking about. Back in my junior year in high school, I had to take a speech class, and it was a speech/presentation class, and I was like terrified. I mean, I was outgoing and all these things, right? The class clown kind of. However, getting in front of my peers, a group of, I think it was about 20-something kids, and having to present and knowing that I was being graded by the teacher sitting there all formal, that rose my anxiety. Matter of fact, the first, I think, maybe 3 or 4 presentations I didn't even do. I couldn't get up there, and I got a 0 for each one. And that really hurt my grade, obviously, okay? So what I did was I actually increased my skill set there. I said, okay, how can I get past this? And so I always loved reading books. I still do. And so I went to the library, the school library, and I pulled up books on how to public speak, how to, speak in front of a large group and all these things. And I said, okay, I also realized that, my brain is allowing me to stop. So I increased my skill set and got more information, which allowed me to get past that fear. So increasing your skill set will allow you to simply get going and doing what you gotta do to get out of your comfort zone. It's extremely, extremely important. And the 5th one is grow your confidence to where it needs to be. Now, I'm not a believer in this fake it until you make it advice out there. That's just garbage advice, okay? You wanna face it and then make it, right? You wanna get out there. And so in order to step out of your comfort zone, you need to actually take on new opportunities. You have to just go out there. And that comes after you build up your confidence to a level that gets you moving. Confident people make things happen, okay? So never allow anything like self-doubt, assumptions, never allow any of these things to hold you back in your comfort zone, because they will, okay? So how do you build confidence? Well, you gotta build confidence by looking at what you have already achieved, okay? You might not think that you've achieved anything, but I guarantee you, if you, by the way, write down the things that you are proud of, and that you would actually realize that, wow, you know what? I actually came this far, okay? Just the fact that you wanna make a change and step out of your comfort zone says a lot. It's acknowledgement, okay? So focus on the things that you're good at. Maybe make a list, yes. Setting some goals, even changing your vocabulary, the way you think things. Instead of saying, well, if I do this, I'll be humiliated, or, I should do this, or maybe I'll do this. Get rid of that. Say, I will do it, and I have to do it. You have to change your vocabulary, which helps you change your mindset. Using these words that evoke action to move you forward are extremely key. And I've actually applied these things in my own life, especially early on in my sales career, where I had to change my thinking, okay, to be confident, to go out there. You have to ask yourself, what could go right? Right? What could go right? Not what could go wrong, what could go right? And that will give you that confidence, and you learn from the experience and you move on. I just shared with you 5 ways on how you can push past your comfort zone. Now go out there and take that first step.